His diverse portfolio of investments cuts across, and I'm going to go to a tall list of them indeed: shipping, logistics, aviation, oil and gas, security, construction, real estate, and still counting, I must add. He is the executive chairman of the McDan brand and has become a household name, synonymous with the can-do spirit, excellence, everything else that I have come to know as the Ghanaian dream he represents. Ladies and gentlemen, the man to deliver the Chancellor's public lecture, Dr. Daniel Macaulay.
So I am very appreciative of the fact that you have decided to click on my video to watch this video. So I welcome you to my channel. Please, if you have not subscribed or this is the very first time you are watching my videos, okay, any of my videos, please do not forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Moving on to the topic of discussion today. Right now, I am focusing on this businessman called McDan. Daniel Macaulay. Daniel Macaulay is a very successful businessman and entrepreneur. He's a family man for that matter, and he has been making a lot of money. And he has been sharing his journey from grass to grace. Ayana mpempi no amanfo embelieve say obi betimi abaye this year. Na che say obi benye sika pin na mo say oh, oso ton cassette despite DSA. Amanfo say oh, can you believe say despite the sort of cassette into and pack cassette on ton here. We also say, also a ton kerosene there. So we go into it. He said he sold kerosene and he sold Bofrot at a point in time in his life when he was coming up, when he was very young and very little, on the street of La, a community in Accra here, a Ga community. Yes, Daniel Macaulay, no, we tell interviews kakra, baby o free. A juma bia nanka kofobi foreigners or see Indians and Indonesians. Na komu ye paint company do ha nka muton painter. Already they said they are going to leave the country and go back to their homeland. Now omo kono na moja business ni share the same. That's where everything's changed for him. Now person proud to that, no. Omo person say he was a very hard-working man. He was very loyal to his employers who left the job for him. Because they could have sold the business. They could have sold the business. They could have sold the business or close the shop or let somebody from their homeland come and take over whilst they are there. But they decided to say, young man, we've seen your dedication, your loyalty, your love, and your respect to us. And so this is what we are going to do. We are going to leave this business for you. Please, you don't know. I am telling you this. This is what he has said in the past. And no, at the interview, I think he granted with Bolare and Obisa, either Bolare or Zion Felix or somebody, but that's what he shared. That is what me I know. Maybe you also know this. If you don't know, then it is new to you then. However, I will not Okumasi, Okupimu, our Love FM. Now, whilst the conversations took a different turn where he had to share some of his success journey stories. Now, Okase, he sold kerosene, like I said, kerosene and Bofrot on the street of La. That's what he said he did. Most of you will not believe it. But me, myself, if I should tell you what I've done before, you will say, hey, really? A lot of us have struggled before. Please, let us not discount people's hustle and bustle. It is not an easy, this thing called life is not an easy thing. So, I am reading from pulse.com.gh. Please, as they summarize the whole thing, listen. So, Ghanaian businessman Daniel Macaulay, widely known as McDan, shared insights about his journey to wealth and addressed common misconceptions about successful people. In an interview with Love FM, a Kumasi-based radio station, McDan, the founder and CEO of the McDan group of companies, expressed concern about how many young people view wealth. He observed that social media often spreads doubt, leading people to perceive the rich as dishonest rather than hardworking. McDan spoke about how his modest beginnings, where he sold kerosene, and deep fried donuts called Bofrot on the street of La in the Greater Accra region. So to teach his son the importance of effort, McDan had him work as a security guard, and this role allowed his son to experience the struggles faced by those with lower incomes, helping him gain valuable life lessons that will be useful in managing businesses in the future. Wow, this is what McDan, a whole McDan. Hey, McDan, he owns a shipping company. McDan, he owns a shipping company. This man is super rich. This man is super rich. I'm telling you. I'm sure you know him already. Yet, he made his son a security man in one of his business or companies to teach him a lesson. Said, my boy, you can see that there's so much opulence, affluence around you. You can see that everything you want is catered for, like everything, you have been provided for everything. Listen, however, I want to tell you that this life that you are getting everything on a silver platter is not really the way it is. If you have this way, I want you to go through the drill, go through the mill, so that you can really appreciate it. Because perhaps a nyamana, the bano or the man free no, maybe no, he will not appreciate the things that is coming his way. But thanks to this kind of training and experience now, the papa I didn't film no, share. He will appreciate what it means to be on the low side. He will appreciate it more. When it comes to people who works as security men, guards, cleaners and all that. Because Hormone is very tough. Is very hard. Because I am sure, sir, he'll be receiving salaries of the security man there. And you're not a security man. The security man salary no be no budget. For him to toughen up and know, say, please, my son, I want you to learn the hard way. I want you to know, say, although you have all these things around you, no, this is how I went through. This is the thing, some of the things I went through to be able to get you all the things that you have today. So do not take this for granted and know that you can go back. If you don't do your things well, you can end up like my beginning. And because he doesn't want him to end up like his beginning, you know, he's teaching his son the things he should do so that he can maintain what his father has built and even progress it to the next level. This is something that we Ghanaians we should learn from. And I am come to play the interview for you. And I want you to watch it. And when you are done, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. So let's listen to McDan, Daniel Macaulay, as he shares just some of his life struggles in the studios of Love FM.
You know, somebody says, oh, I used to watch plays, now I'm a billionaire. And it's like, at the end, I'll catch me. How do we kind of, orient the young people's minds to make them know that even though you started from there, you can still end there?
Well, that is a very important question, because if you go on social media, people don't tend to believe the rich men anymore. They think rich men are corrupt. There's a lot of anger on social media. They'll tell you, how can you be a messenger and build an empire? Right? How can you be selling kerosene? I was one time selling Bofrot and kerosene on the street of La. It sounds weird in today's world, but it's still happening. People are moving from one stage to another stage. It doesn't mean my son was a security guard, not that he wants to be, but it's just I want him to experience the security guard so when he becomes a group chairman of his company or my company, when the security man is complaining, he will feel the security man. We are so much separated with the reality. So, all we have to do to let the youth know that it is actually possible. But start small. What you have to do is take one day at a time. What's your attitude? So it is sad if you go on social media to see what is happening on social media. There's no respect. You see the youth insulting the elderly, and it is not right because they are upset and they are angry. Before, even if you see a car, you are careful to even approach the car. Now the street children, they even come and knock at your window and they demand. Well, there's an underlying factor here. We cannot forget them, right? In my small way, that is what I am doing. Taking street children, employing people, changing their mentality. The little that I can't do all. But in my small way, let me change those I can change and help those I can help.
Okay, we'll be activating the phone lines in the next 3 minutes or so, because we have to be wrapping up. I'm told that you have to be on insurance. How good is your tree? Why are you tree agent? What's your tree? So tell me, what are some of the most significant lessons, that you've learned throughout your business career, and how have you applied those lessons in your life?
Some of the life lessons are failure. Never be afraid to fail. Immediately you are afraid to fail, you have a problem with your business. It doesn't mean you should be careless. The other one is be humble in your success. Never carry your success as your billboard and flashing it in the presence of everybody.